YouTube, how's everyone doing? Hope everyone's doing okay. I've got a video for you today that is just amazing for Call of Duty Cold War multiplayer. I've got a Bullfrog class setup that is just amazing to run. It's great for the small maps. It's great just overall. So stick around for the video. Hope you enjoy. If you like the video, then please leave your rating down below, whether it's a positive one or a negative one. Entirely up to you. Also, if you're a fan of the videos and you want to see more, then consider subscribing. But again, that choice is entirely up to you. But hope you enjoy the video, and I'll catch you in a future one. Now, Bullfrog, I don't really see it that often in Call of Duty Cold War's multiplayer. It was on the scene for a little bit in Warzone, if I remember right, so people might have been using it then, but I don't see it a ton in the multiplayer side of things. But with this class setup, if people caught onto it, I think people would be using this a lot more. So we're going to dive straight into it. We're going to go over what I consider to be the best class setup, or the class build, for the Bullfrog. Okay, so starting it off, we are going to have, as our first attachment, the Spetsnaz compensator. What this is going to do is going to reduce our vertical recoil down by about 12%. The percentage doesn't really matter. It's just going to make our gun a little bit more accurate. It's going to stop that vertical kick happening so much and make our shots at range a little bit easier so we can challenge people at a further distance. The reason why I'm doing this is because the Bullfrog has a good range. It's got about, I think, a 19-meter range for its maximum damage. So we can challenge people a little bit further out with this SMG. So bringing that vertical recoil down is going to help massively. We are going to sort out the con, which says it on the screen there, -8%. We are going to sort that out with another attachment, which I'll mention in just a moment. But we're going to try and make this gun a pinpoint laser, and this is the first attachment to do that. Following on from that, we're going to run the 8.1 Liberator barrel. What this is going to do is it's just going to make our bullets hit the target faster. There's nothing worse than shooting someone at range and it's like your bullets are not connecting. SMGs are really common with this because they have a low bullet velocity. So we're going to double it. I think it's about 250 meters a second for the base, so we're going to double that, so we're going to have 500 meters. This is going to feel more like an assault rifle bullet velocity, which is going to just make it feel so much better. It's going to feel like old Call of Duty games where it feels like hit scan. You shoot, point, aim, whatever you do, bam, they're going to die. We get a bit of a aim walking movement speed penalty, but it's not the worst thing ever. But this barrel honestly just makes this thing just a laser. It just makes it so much more accurate, even though it doesn't actually affect recoil as such. Okay, next we're going to have a look at a magazine attachment. This one comes down to preference. Now, normally I play quite a lot of Nuketown and at the moment Hijacked, and I feel like having 65 rounds and a fast reload for me is important, because there's a lot of people coming towards you at one time. There's a lot of people challenging you, and so I find having those extra 15 rounds is really helpful, and having a fast reload. If I wasn't to play Nuketown or Hijacked, I wouldn't run this magazine attachment. I'd run just the standard fast mag attachment. I don't really want to hurt my aim down sight time too much, except I've had to in Nuketown. But this is just going to make the gun reload fast. 50 rounds is enough if you're not playing the smaller maps, and not having an aim down sight penalty is huge as well. So it's just a toss up on that one. The magazine attachment is not the most important thing. It comes down to preference. You might decide you want to run the 85 round magazine. More than fine. I just personally, for Nuketown and Hijacked, which you're seeing in the gameplay, run the 65 with a fast reload. But normally, if I wasn't playing those, I'd run just the fast mag attachment. Next, we're going to have just the standard foregrip. This is just going to reduce the horizontal recoil. We did slightly hurt this running the compensator as our first attachment, so this is just going to tighten up the horizontal recoil, tone that down so it's not so intense, and this gun just ends up being an absolute laser. In the background on your screen now, you're going to see just some recoil tests. First one I did was me not controlling the recoil, and the thing goes absolutely sky high. even with these attachments, so just bear that in mind. But if you control it at an SMG range, this thing is just like absolutely dominant. You don't want to be challenging people at assault rifle range. Like, if you're gonna be challenging people at that range, then I mean, run an assault rifle. But for an SMG, for what this like gun is capable of doing, the recoil is just, it's non-existent in that respect. So this thing just turns into an absolute laser. And then the last attachment we're going to run is the GRU elastic wrap. Main reason for this is just that aim down sight time. 30% faster aim down sight time. It just makes the gun feel so much more snappy. With the magazine attachment, with the one I was running, it does hinder it quite a bit, so this just sort of counteracts that and makes it feel snappy like an SMG should. If you're running just a standard magazine attachment that doesn't impact aim down sight time, then your gun is just going to feel 20 times faster, it's going to snap, it's just going to feel amazing. If you're able to drop shot, then this is a bonus because you can aim while going prone, so drop shotting is effective with this attachment as well. You cannot go wrong. So in all, like, I just feel like this just attachment setup makes the gun fast and snappy, really accurate, and it just feels like a laser because we're running the Liberator barrel. It's a mix to sort of like strengthen the gun. The gun's got good range, as I've said, so you can challenge fights at a good decent range. It's just overall, like, when you put it in your hands, if you give it a go, it just feels amazing. Give it a try and see what you think, because personally for me, I just absolutely love this attachment setup. So for the rest of the class, I'll quickly share with you. I run the Diamati dual wield. I think it's a common thing. Any secondary will do, depending on what you fancy running. You might want to run a shotgun. That's entirely up to you. Lethal, I run Semtex. I run Semtex mainly because if I challenge someone and I sort of get them weak, but they sort of like go behind cover, I can just quickly lob a Semtex onto the ground next to them. 9 times out of 10, it's going to blow up at their feet, and if they haven't used a stim shot quickly, it should take them out. Next thing I also use is stim shot. Stim shot is pretty much a necessity in this game with how quick the game can feel, so I honestly recommend running a stim shot. And then for my wildcard, I run perk greed. I like having lots of perks to sort of keep me alive or stop so much stuff happening to me that impacts my game. So for example, I like running flak jacket and tack mask because I don't want to have to deal with grenades killing me all the time. I don't want to have a stun grenade landing at my feet, knocking my aim off or stopping me from winning a gunfight. Scavenger, so I can go on long streaks. It's a standard perk in my eyes pretty much in any Call of Duty. I like to go on a streak, so I run scavengers to get more ammo. And then I run that quartermaster because, like I said, I use those Semtexes to challenge people that are weak or that I've tagged up, so having those a little bit more frequently just makes my job 20 times easier, gets me some more kills, so in that respect it's very effective. Ninja, so if someone's wearing a headset, they can't pinpoint where I am. I don't want people to know where I am if I'm on a flank. I don't want someone to know that I'm flanking behind them. If they can hear you, then it's going to be a lot harder to do it. Like, I can hear people without Ninja all the time, and I can pinpoint where they are, and it's just easy to pre-aim them, get ready for them, prepare yourself for that fight. And if intel in Call of Duty is king, and so if you know where someone is and where they're going, you're going to win the fight 9 times out of 10. So Ninja is crucial. It's on every single class of mine. And then Ghost, I like to run Ghost because UAVs are really common. It's one of the easiest streaks to get. A lot of people run UAV, and I don't want people to know where I am all the time, so that's why I run that. So just like with Ninja, Ghost, I don't want people to know where I am, so that's the overall class setup that I run for the Bullfrog. Give it a try. Let me know what you think. If you like the class setup, then, perfect. I mean, the Bullfrog, like I said, is a gun that people don't run very often. I reckon if you still play Call of Duty multiplayer for Cold War, give it a shot. Give it a shot. I think this gun is very underrated. You don't see it a lot. You mainly see like LC-10s and AK-74Us. So give this a shot. See what you think and let me know down in the comments below. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. See you later.